Now we are going to the integration by parts. It means whenever product of two functions are there, so we have to apply the integration by parts. So it is in the form of integration of fx into gx dx. So we'll write like this: fx integration of gx dx minus integration of the differentiation derivative of the fx. So d dx of the fx and integration of the second function, and on total another integration. Is the on total of this there is some another integration. This is the rule of integration by parts. Okay, so I am just explaining you in easy way. Suppose fx is u, suppose fx is considered to be u and gx is considered to be v. Therefore integration of u v. Let us consider that u is the first function, g is the second function. Now u integration of v minus derivative of u integration of v on total once more integration. Now what is about the first function, second function? So first function and second function, there is a rule, but we can validate the rule also. Okay, so in this rule we can say that this is governed by IILATE, and some books they write LIATE. Okay, both is the valid. So in this case IILATE, I means inverse function, that is sine inverse, cos inverse, like that, sine inverse x, cos inverse x, this type of. L is the logarithm function, log a is the algebraic function का मतलब x y z 1 2 3 4, that x square, all these things, x square 1, like that. T is the, obviously you can understand, t is the trigonometric function, that is sin x, cos x, and e is the exponential function, 2 to the power x, e to the power sin x, e to the power x, this type of. In this case, we'll select u as the first function out of the 5 functions which is above of the 2. Why? As you go downward, everybody, as you go downward in this case, so it is better integrable function. And we are seeing that u is the first function which has its derivative, which is getting its derivative, and second function is undergoing the integration. So we have to select second function is that function which is better integrable function. That is why the rule, but we can violate the rule. This is not a formula, but this is a rule. Okay. So I am giving you one example. Suppose integration of x into sin x dx. So in IILATE or LIATE, I like this, because whenever there is a L and I, whenever there is the contrast of L and I, so better it is to use the second formula. Okay, so in this case, just see everybody, x is the algebraic function, so algebraic function is above the, if I see LIATE, so algebraic function is above the trigonometric function. Therefore, I am taking this is the first function and sin x is the second function. Otherwise, if we take just reverse, what will happen? There may be question in your mind. You check it. Integration will be never-ending integral. It will be going on. X will be x square, x square will be x square. It will be going on. Okay, that is the reason. So u integration of v minus derivative of u integration of v on total another integration. Is that so? x sin x का derivative minus cos x minus derivative of x is 1 sin x का derivative minus cos x on total x. So minus x cos x का derivative sin x plus sum is over. One more example. Integration of x into sec square x dx. What will do? Once again in this LIT formula, or if you look at the IIT formula, so x is the algebraic function, t is the x square is the trigonometric function. So what we'll do here, that u is the first function is x is the first function, second function is sec square x. So I can write here u integration of v minus derivative of u integration of v on total dx. So x integration of sec square x is tan x minus what we'll do here, derivative of x is 1 integration of sec square x is tan x on total once more integration. So x tan x minus tan x का derivative log sec x plus c. Okay. One more question. Suppose if it is integration of log x, what will do? It's the one function. What will do? Now we have to think that we have to take 1 into log x, and log x in case of LIATE formula, log is the first function and 1 means algebraic function is the second function. So this is considered to be the first function, this is considered to be the second function. So first function integration of the second function minus derivative of log x integration of 1 dx on total dx. Therefore we are getting here log x dx integration x minus log x का derivative 1 by x का derivative 1, and they are getting cancelled. So finally we are getting x log x minus x plus c. So whenever there is a single function, first try with the, whenever inverse function, log function, these type of functions are there, so target the integration by parts method. So once again another sum I am going. Suppose integration of sin inverse x dx, what will it be? So in this case, once again it's a inverse function, we cannot do the direct substitution method. So 1 into sin inverse x, and this is the first function because in LIATE inverse function, and this is the first function and this is considered to be the second function. 1 is the algebraic function. Therefore I can say here, so u integration of 1 minus derivative of sin inverse x integration of 1 on total result once more integration. Now what will do? Dx integration x, therefore sin inverse x into x minus derivative of sin inverse x, we know root over 1 minus x square, integration of x is this. Now it is nothing but the substitution method. So what to substitute? There are a number of ways to solve the sum. You can take x equal to sin theta, or directly you can write 1 minus x square equal to t square. So x dx equal to minus t dt. Therefore I can write here sin inverse x into x minus, here minus or minus plus because minus t dt minus, and this is t dt by root over of t square. So t is getting cancelled here. Therefore x sin inverse x plus t plus c. Okay, ready? One more sum. Let us proceed. Suppose integration of x into cos inverse x. What to do? So again, LIATE, or you can use the ILATE as you think better. You can use ILATE. So under this situation, what we'll do? I is the first function and x is the second function. Therefore, I can write here, this is the first function and this is the second function. Therefore, u, same thing, integration of x minus derivative of the first function cos inverse x, integration of second function on total once more. So I can write here cos inverse x into x square by 2 minus derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 by root over. So I am writing root over 1 minus x square, and this is x square by 2. There are a number of ways to solve the sum. One popular way, once again, that in this case, every x equal to sin theta we can take. So dx equal to cos theta d theta. Therefore, x square by 2 cos inverse x plus half dx is cos theta and x square is sin square theta into cos theta d theta divided by denominator root over 1 minus sin square theta, root over 1 minus sin square theta. Therefore, cos square theta, cos theta. So I am writing here cos theta, they are getting cancelled. So integration of sin square theta, 2 and half se multiply karo, and these are multiple angle. So if I multiply by 2 and half, so x square by 2 cos inverse x plus 1/4, and we know that 2 sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. This formula will apply. Therefore, I can write here 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta, that is x square into cos inverse x divided by 2 plus 1/4. D theta is theta minus sin 2 theta by 2 plus c.